Today's local and national news from Thailand via the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And if you'd be kind enough to like and subscribe, here's a tip for you to get the very latest news from us every day. When you subscribe, click on the button that says All. And then every day you'll get an update straight from us.
Following incidents involving incendiary devices in the south of Thailand, close to the Malaysian border, the Sungai Kolok district office has temporarily suspended the issuance of border passes as it will need rebuilding and staff assigned. No effect on other border offices close by and no effect on tourists, as this is not a tourist area in any way. Saturday night's events caused considerable damage to the office and other buildings. In Suratani, a Russian man has been arrested and charged with working illegally in a ganja shop after tourist police received complaints that he was extorting money with threats of violence, showing photographs of himself in police-issued jackets and with a gun. A search revealed a stash of air rifles which were made to look like real guns, together with fake ID and outfits. Also accused of drug use, he confessed to working in the shop for a commission. The chief guard in Bangkok's Klong Prem prison has been transferred to a different position in order that a full investigation can be carried out on the demise of former Nakhon Sawan top cop Joe Ferrari. He, as reported yesterday, was discovered alone in his single-cell accommodation and beyond recovery, and authorities are interviewing those who surrounded him as they also review CCTV. Jailed for overseeing the brutal treatment of a prisoner in his custody several years ago, his family claimed that he lived in fear of his life, as many around him had been jailed by either he or his colleagues, and, as always, a so-called bent cop faces misery behind bars. Previous reports that he was in solitary confinement have now been retracted, as it's clear that he'd been afforded a single cell at night to ensure his safety. Meanwhile at home and in Bangla, a falling out between two men over a bike repair saw one shoot the other before fleeing. The 37-year-old was given first aid for 2 wounds and found not to be in serious condition. A new bus service, which runs now from Don Muang to Pattaya, is expected to become popular, as for a small fare, 155 baht, the ride takes just 2.5 hours and will run 4 times each day in both directions. With Bangkok's second airport popular for numerous short-haul flights, the service, which is now up and running, offers considerable savings over the cost of a taxi. And an Italian man who was caught on camera solo pleasure-seeking whilst devoid of clothing has been fined by authorities despite his claim that he'd simply urinated as a result of a medical condition. Video clips taken by tourists, we're told, clearly showed his lewd act. Reminiscent of the scam run by a man in Pattaya in the past, Thais applying for advertised jobs in Canada, seen on the internet, are reporting that they'd been ripped off to a combined tune of 12 million baht. Each had paid 150,000 baht to get flights, documents and passes, only to find that the whole operation was a scam. In the past, the single operator here in the city was deported back to Canada for similar tricks, but no word yet as to the identity of those involved this time. The warning remains to Thais not to pay upfront fees for jobs listed on the internet, as many are, without doubt, simply cash cows for the scammers. With many here asking about the recovery of our own Tommy D here at Fabulous 103, here's a link to a recent interview which showed him recovering well. 3 months after his stroke, a short interview after a presentation to Pattaya's expat club. And the founder of one of Pattaya's hospitals, Pattaya International, passed away this week at the age of 80. Built initially as a simple clinic, he developed the land to first create a hospital with just 24 beds, before developing it into the current large medical centre. Dr. Sunny, as he was known to many expats, had worked much of his life at the facility, where he built a large and successful business. And with the Met Office promising an overcast day with sun but the chance of rain, highs of around 32 dropping down to 25 and the real feel of 37.
Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin, or program. Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.